lazima mtanipatia heshima. The first speaker in that category, my brother Eugene Wamalwa, will be followed by Honorable Karua and Mzee wa Kazi, Emeritus AG Senator Wako. This time I'll not give you 1 hour, you have 2 minutes.
Our Mlamua and Christine Kanini and Jirongo's family, fellow mourners, the church, may I bring my condolences to the family, the condolences of my party, the Democratic Action Party of Kenya, to the UDP family that was led by our brother Cyrus Jirongo. We say pole to you for losing a father, for a friend, and a leader. Looking at the array of mourners here, you can tell that we are here to mourn not just a great son of the Mulembe nation, because he was a leader whose influence went beyond Western Kenya. Not just a great son of Kenya, and you can see he had friends from every corner of Kenya. You had Kikuyus, Luos, Kisis, Kambas, everybody from every corner of this country was a friend. And not just in Kenya, we've seen beyond Africa, East Africa actually, from Uganda to Sudan to Libya, and across the world, all the way from China. We are very, very grateful to have all of you here mourning this great son of Africa, the son of Kenya, the son of the Mulembe nation. For me, I knew Cyrus when I was a young man, just going to the university at the time. He was a very close friend of my late brother Mike Wamalwa, and he was also very close to the late Masinde Muliro. Talking about generosity of Cyrus, I saw it firsthand. I was told then that the richest Luya man was a man called Ambwere. But then I was told at that time the richest man was no longer Ambwere. There's a young man who has come, and he's very rich, that he even has a certain note, 500 shilling note named after him. He's called Jirongo. And that he was a political genius and a mobilizer who was helping Moi face a very resurgent opposition. It was a first multi-party election, and this man was called Jirongo. I was very surprised that though he was in Kanu and he was Moi's right-hand man, Jirongo still had friends across the political aisle. He would come and speak to my late brother. He would come and speak to Masinde Muliro. He was not actually limited by political boundaries. And this is how Jirongo lived his life. And that is why in this congregation you could see people across the political aisle. He did not know any borders. In fact, if he was a doctor, he would have been one of those Medicinos Sans Frontiers, doctors without borders. He did not respect the border of tribe or religion or region. He cut across. And I would like us, particularly those of us who are from the Mulembe nation who are here today, if there is one thing we can pick from Cyrus, the greatest honor we can bestow upon this man is to fight for what he fought for most, Luya unity, the unity of the Mulembe nation. And in so doing, we must rise above our petty politics. We must remember the words of Abraham Lincoln, who said, though we are politicians, we are not enemies, we are competitors. And that though passions may strain the bonds of affection, they must not break because of politics. That is how Cyrus lived his life. He worked with the opposition, he worked with government, but he reached out to all to unite not just the Mulembe nation, but the greater Kenyan nation. So as we go forth, let us borrow a leaf from this leader from our region, and let us carry on the fight to ensure that, as Moses Kuria has said, the Luya Cinderella finds her beauty, and that beauty lies in the unity that Cyrus fought for. Lastly, we do know that Cyrus was a politician who spoke his mind, who spoke truth to power. In fact, he has left us at a time when we have the debate that has just started about the referendum, constitutional review, and my big sister Martha is here. She led, as the Minister for Justice, the constitutional review that led to the review of our Constitution and the birth of the 2010 Constitution. That conversation has just started. Of course, they have the debate of Singapore. This is the time we would have liked the dynamite voice of Cyrus Jirongo to contribute to this national discourse that is just starting. I'm sure Cyrus might have said, well, we tried this at Bomas, at NATCO, at BBI. But right now, probably he would question, is it really our top national priority, the constitutional amendments that we want to talk about, when half of Kenya is going hungry? 55% of this country do not celebrate Christmas. Families cannot put food on the table. Up north, from Garissa to Wajir to Mandera, people are starving. And we cannot feed these families. And here we are talking about Singapore. He would have asked, our health sector is in a mess. For the first time, Kenyatta National Hospital is about to collapse. Just like a 100-year-old hospital in Kakamega called St. Mary's Mission Hospital that has been there since the colonial times is collapsing because of the failed SHA policies. He would have questioned some of these things, and we will miss that dynamite voice that speaks truth to power. And we must carry on this fight, even in his absence. Thank you, and God bless you.
The family of the late friend and brother, Cyrus Jirongo, led by the widows, Anne, Christine, and Anne, and the entire Jirongo family, and the people gathered here. We are here to honor a friend and a brother. I met Cyrus before he started, before his entry into politics. And in line with his character, he had come to the courts to bail out a friend, now a big shot in government. And in that process, because I too had gone to help that particular mutual friend, we got to know each other. Later we were to meet in Parliament. He was in government, we were in the opposition, but that did not stop our collaboration. We've collaborated with Cyrus in many political seasons. Moses Kuria mentioned some of it in the runner-up to the 2022 elections. We were planning on collaborating moving forward. It's not going to stop. I say aluta continua. And I want to say something maybe that has not been mentioned. Cyrus had concerns about his safety. He was actually making arrangements to better secure himself. This accident came before that time. So those questions will linger. But for now, we stand with the family. We say farewell to a person who had a large heart, generous, who saw people for who they are, a person who not only loved the Mlembe nation, but humanity, and who always thought of how he could improve on what was there. So to those of us in the political category, let us carry on the work of improving Kenya. And because this is a journey, this is a process, not a short-term thing. Whatever we achieve in our times can be improved upon by the next. And let those who are in business carry on thinking big. He has gone before hitting it big. And I'm certain he was going to hit it big. To his partners in business, carry on with his dreams and let his family reap the benefits. Rest in peace, Cyrus, till we meet again.
Senator wako